Hi everyone, welcome to the pre-recorded Zoom for reading Tuesday, April 28th. And we are in a unit on poetry. Hopefully you have received packet 3, which has the learning plan for this next week. So let's start off with the definition of our figurative language. Figurative language is a word or phrase that does not have its normal everyday literal meaning. It is used by the writer for the sake of comparison or dramatic effect. Authors use similes, metaphors, hyperbole, and personification to make their stories more interesting. I'm going to show you a couple of different clips. The first one is just a quick 1-minute clip called Figurative Language Explained. Right, and this clip was created by another teacher, so I found this on her website. Okay, next I'm going to show you another video about similes and metaphors. I'm getting this from the vocabulary website.
Christina was walking home by herself after babysitting. The night was dark. She walked by a cornfield. The crickets made sounds. Eyes glowed from the cornstalks. What?
This sounds like a good story.
Yeah?
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
But these lines are boring.
Really?
They're not vivid enough.
Huh.
We need to make this come to life with some similes and metaphors.
Okay.
Got a story laying flat on the page. Want it to come to life like a play on the stage. Describe using metaphors and similes. Writing vivid stories will be a breeze. A similes, a figure of speech. Using like or as to compare different things. A metaphor compares things to without like or as. Don't get them confused. Now let's rewrite that story from before, but this time let's use similes and metaphors. Take this line.
The night was dark.
That's written simply, without much spark. Let's add a metaphor. I'm on this.
The night was a cave of darkness.
Now the night isn't actually a cave, but that line is more vivid on the page. It's a metaphor I didn't use like or as. Now let's add a simile, lightning fast.
The crickets made sounds.
That line is really boring. How about
The crickets were like an eerie symphony.
see the word like? That's a simile. They don't have to make your lines frightening, but they'll improve your writing fast as lightning. Compare things with a metaphor. Metaphors are a home run, yeah, for sure. Use like or as for a simile. That definition's like glass. It's clear to me. Compare things with a metaphor. Metaphors are a home run, yeah, for sure. Use like or as for a simile. That definition's like glass. It's clear to me. These tools might seem easy to swallow, but there are some rules you need to follow. Compare so your readers will understand. Get it together like a rubber band. For instance, here's a simile not to use.
The eyes glowed like my sister's shoes.
That doesn't work. We don't know what they look like. So that simile has gotta take a hike and make sure it matches the story's tone, or else it won't work like a broken phone. Our story is scary, so our simile should match. Silly similes might make the reader laugh. Like
The cricket sounded like a monkey doing math.
that's random. Similes and metaphors of puppies and cats. People love them. How many did you catch in this rap? Compare things with a metaphor. Metaphors are a home run, yeah, for sure. Use like or as for a simile. That definition's like glass. It's clear to me. Compare things with a metaphor. Metaphors are a home run, yeah, for sure. Use like or as for a simile. That definition's like glass. It's clear to me.
Okay, let's look at the quick review. I'm going to read the questions to you. You can answer out loud or to yourself. Who was walking home by herself after babysitting? Christina. What can make your writing come to life like a play on the stage? Similes and metaphors. Writing vivid stories will be a breeze. Which words do similes use to compare different things? Like or as. The night was a cave of darkness. Which figure of speech compares things without like or as? Metaphor. What were like an eerie symphony? The crickets. Metaphors are a, yeah, for sure, home run. That definition's like glass. It's, to me, clear. What should your similes and metaphors match? Your story's tone. Okay, I have one more clip to show you. I'm going to ask you at the end of this video to go into Brain Pop and to type in the search box here, similes and metaphors. So I'm going to show this clip to you, and so it's only 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Hopefully, again, to help clarify if you don't know, if you're unsure what a simile and a metaphor is.
A poem? Can I read it? Hey, it's about Dot's cat. Otto has black fur and sharp teeth. He moves quietly so he can catch stuff. It's fine. Dear Tim and Moby, can you give me some ways to make my poetry better? From Alec. Whether you're writing poetry or prose, poetic devices like similes and metaphors are good ways to improve your writing and make it more interesting. Moby's poem could use a little help from similes and metaphors. A simile is a comparison that uses the words like or as to make a connection between two ideas. Otto has black fur and sharp teeth. Let's work in some similes to make this line more interesting. How about Otto's fur is as black as the night, and his teeth are like toothpicks. How about daggers? Otto's fur is black as the night, and his teeth are like daggers. We're comparing the color of his fur to the color of night, and we don't even need to say that his teeth are sharp, because the image of a dagger does that for us. A metaphor compares two different ideas without using the words like or as. Let's see what we can do about that second line using a metaphor. He moves quietly so he can catch stuff. That's kind of dull. Let's see. How about when he stalks his prey, he is a shadow? Well, metaphors don't always make logical sense. The cat isn't literally a shadow, but comparing him to a shadow is a great way to describe the way he hunts. So, Otto's fur is as black as the night, and his teeth are like daggers. Those two comparisons are similes because we're saying that one thing is a lot like another thing. When he stalks his prey, he is a shadow. That's a metaphor, because we're saying that one thing is another thing. That's a whole lot better. The language is more poetic, conjuring up vivid images in the mind of the reader. Hey, where is Otto anyway? Looks like he got you.
Okay, so at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you again to go to Similes and Metaphors on BrainPop and then click Quiz. And you can take the graded quiz at the end and then email me your results. And there are other parts of this BrainPop as well that you might want to check out, specifically the related reading. And there's also games too, if you want to try those. But the related reading have just different other links that you might want to check out as well. All right, and my email is here, heidi.younger@centrahealth.com. Don't forget to look at your learning plan that I emailed to your parents that has the list of the different poems to read, whether it's on ReadWorks or if it's in your package 3. Again, if you have any questions, please, please, please reach out to me. And don't forget also there's a writing prompt. So whether you want to write it on the back of one of your printed worksheets, that's fine too. Just date the writing prompt. Just to keep it organized. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.